Так, всем привет, с вами Александр Зон. Сегодня вышел ночью новый хоррор Call of Cthulhu. Вот сегодня мы углянем, посмотрим, что за хоррор такой. Так, вот он мой микрофон. Я не знаю, всем привет еще раз, да. Новый хоррор, говорю, вышел. Вот, сегодня мы посмотрим его. Называется он Call of Cthulhu, Зов Ктулху. Вот. Начнем, пожалуй. Так, пустая ячейка. Так, сейчас. Ага, все, хорошо. Погрузиться в безумие. Безумие есть благо. Богам смешны попытки людей сохранить рассудок перед лицом неизбежной смерти. Опа! Здрасте! Есть кто? Ух ты, ёпт. Акулы какие-то. Еще минутку. А, все хорошо, все нормально, погнали дальше. Я могу прыгнуться? Могу встать. Заперто, сука. Все упало! Шеф, все упало! Поднять? Пойдем там. Какой туманище, сука. Заперто? Что такое сейчас? Чуть-чуть. Опа. Опа! Амнезия, ты ли? Это. Взять. Все, уплывем отсюда. Здрасте. Есть кто? Если предмет можно взять, то можно его взять. Если его нельзя взять, то его нельзя взять. Хопа! Вот так. Не, у него силы не хватит. Чем бы ее? А, во! Болторез. Ну, отворяй! Дельфин какой-то. Касатка. Я должен бежать? Смотрю. Опа! Нормально так. Все нормально, я на хате. Нормальный виски. Выпить. Выпить, конечно. Давай, накати еще. О, нормально.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Че, перки? Сила, выносливость, да? Красноречие. Да ёпт. Ноль очков доступно. Ясно.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Так, что у нас дальше?
I wonder why I still take these things.
Ради бра.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Хороший телефон.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pирс, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pирс. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Давай красноречие. Не, психология. Психология. Поиск. О, поиск мне понадобится. Красноречие. Сила. Медицина. Оккультизм не знаю, конечно. Ага. Поиск. Все. Подтвердить. Да.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pирс. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sары Hoking's.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin. What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sары Hoking's breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
К этой картине нужно отнестись серьезно. Ну, наверное, к этой картине нужно отнестись.
Could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Что-то не так в этой истории.
Big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Где жила Сары Хокингс?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
В отчете говорится психической неустойчивости.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Узнать о складе
The
36.
sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. I used to be an avid reader.
Все, больше ничего не надо.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Порт Даркуотера. Стефан, здорово.
We're almost there.
Да, это вообще удачно зашел.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Мистер Пирс.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy. So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood.
А что, она там долго выходит, что ли? Я не знаю ничего про Гох, конечно. Я думаю, она там тоже быстро выходит. О, дядя какой. Здорово.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pирс.
А, Гох, пиратка. А.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't Don't put that beast back in the water, you...
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something...
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way. Don't put
Yes.
that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. He's gonna get us into cops. They can't understand.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not
Дед не хочет разговаривать.
It's a sign.
Там не пройти.
Something real bad.
Мне прям Левиафан напоминает, там какого-то этого бегать. По картинке Левиафан напоминает, там какую-то маньяка картинки собираешь. Дай ему по роже. О!
Hey, be careful.
Осторожней. Молодец. На средних. Я на максималке не стал ставить, рисковать не стал.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Потому что новое. Превью Этот парень не проявил должного уважения.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Oh. Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Да, мне кажется, пойдет на высоких. Я ищу склад.
You know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see.
Я просто не было времени проверить ее.
I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Сейчас повышу. Так, есть сухой закон. Здесь сухой закон
I
действует.
didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young
Да у
woman
тебя все
child
фир,
and
блин.
all that.
Джамис, брат.
We saw it in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Если это правда, ничего плохого ты не скажешь.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Довольно про Сару
I've
Хокингс.
got what I need.
Anything else?
Почему кит на мели?
Stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock
Не, не проходил.
when our whalers left for long months.
Я хотел, но руки не дошли до нее.
Sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Ну, я хотел пройти ту старую, это, Call of Cthulhu. Ну, чё-то... Так.
That'll be all for now.
Сейчас повысим тогда. Да она пойдет. Должна, по идее. Великолепно автоматом. Далеко, далеко. Что-то не особо и выделяется-то. Здорово, мужики! Как дела ваши? Надо петь. Тай, тай, тай! На дороге грязный снег. Это Ктулху, конечно, Call of Cthulhu. Но у него лицо такое чуть-чуть графонистее стало. Такое размытое, графонистое стало.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water. When our whalers
Что удалять?
left along
Call of
months
Cthulhu
and
удалять?
came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
That'll be all for now.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Что за песня?
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Конец китобойного
What
промысла.
brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Дагон? Нет, что-то не помню я такой фильм.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Джамис юморист, сука.
And the doctor, what did he say?
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Типа гони бабло, артефакты. Фицроем. А где у нас Фицрой?
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh yeah. It's a sign. There's something coming. Trouble. Something real bad.
Что у нас там?
You're already in trouble.
Come on, can we sort this out?
There's nothing for you here either. Beat
There's
it.
nothing to sort out. Your chum wanted to stir us up.
Какие-то все тут злые.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me.
Да не бухает вечно тут.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Ты Фицрой.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Сортирня.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Вот 4 очка опыта. Круто.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
Бабло, артефакты, гони. Да? Как там было? В Лохане.
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck. I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Декларации какие-то, сука. Я думал, будет просто хоррор, сука. А тут какие-то декларации, что-то собирай, сука.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Я думал, это просто хоррор, честно. Бегать там с фонарем, как в амнезии, как дурак. Нихер мне спойлерить Венома. Максим, здорово. Надо же, сообщения с контакта идут. Ёб твою медь. Я, главное, проверял, они не шли.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my
Нет! Я просто тебе говорю, чтобы ты мне это не спойлерил.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Это другой Максим. Это с контакта Максим. Ваши документы можно прочитать?
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything.
Ой, я прям все трейлеры, прям Венома смотрел, прям думаешь.
Why obliterate the dates as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Не, я думал, будет это чисто... Я думал, будет чисто... Я думаю, будет чисто там, о, меня будут пугать, сука, там туда-сюда. Чем же Чарльз Хокингс зарабатывал на жизнь? Я что, детектив какой-то?
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
Чё, Стефан, ты меня спросил? Я что-то не понял просто. Или ты не меня спросил? Чё это на эту фотографию подозрительно похож на вас?
One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Я видел на пристани касатку.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious.
Я не смотрел трейлеры Венома, честно, ребята. Я вообще не смотрел трейлер Венома.
Killer whales don't have many.
Я вообще не смотрю трейлеры, потому что трейлеры... Ну смысл их смотреть?
You're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
Зачем они хотят вернуть тело касатки в море?
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Тут такая Кэт.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that. But she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Так, ладно.
I'm looking for warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Оно принадлежало семье Хокинсов.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Где еще раз этот
Can you
склад?
tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown
Да,
it.
да, 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 да. Ага,
It's the
хорошо.
one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood.
Ни хрена себе, поговорить про такой water. Ага, ну ладно, вернуться.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Новая задача — свериться с дневником. Да вообще-то вроде как хоррор. Я хрен знает. По Лавкрафту, а там я хер знает. Может быть и детектив какой-то. Вроде как хоррор. Угу. Красноречие. Не, расследование. Я ж детектив, сука. А, все, закончился. Проникните в склад 36. О, ребята идут. Я тут там могу пройти, да?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Я бы никогда так не поступил.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs?
А, это бомжи, это алкашня, ефе.
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway.
Вот катарианцы.
More scared cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Алкашня, сука. Кэт, кто это?
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Узнать про остров. По поводу святого Брэндона.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Так вот, где вы живете.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Значит, работы у вас нет.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around
Нам
here.
заняться нечего, работы нету. Вот мы и пьем, я понял.
Since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Ну да, и как я и сказал, вот мы и пьем.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Здорово, дядь. Будешь разговаривать, нет? Че, с ним можно поговорить-то?
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Напился Геркулеса. По голосу желтый трезвый, он просто напился Геркулеса и притворяется. Точно, сука. Этот проход ведет к складу Хокингса.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Расследуйте их действия. Кому это принадлежит?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Это вы испортили
What
статую.
happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion?
Они берутся с метро. Там один этот, как его... Там одно лицо этого бурбона, и все. Так и здесь. Работать на Кэт?
She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Меня прислал Кэт.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Сука, они непробиваемые.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Where do you think you're going?
Ты еще интересует. Ты еще интересует складом.
So interested in the warehouse.
And why would I tell you?
I'd like to know more about the Hawkins case.
I don't think so.
Да пошел ты.
Thank you for your valuable...
Спасибо, с тобой хер договоришься.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
А что тут делают бутлегеры?
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
Вы не боитесь их начальницы?
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Ясно.
I shall take my leave.
Мне нужно идти. Там я не пройду, да? И там и не пройду. Не только сюда.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Как там наверх забраться? О, здорово, Владислав!
I could use this old winch to lift the grating. But...
Ну так делай все. Ёп. А не говори. Что делать надо? Как ее использовать-то? А, мне что-то надо там, да? Сюрприз! Надо этот рычаг найти. Рычаг! Ты где, сука? Нет, не то. Винтель, винтель, винтель. О.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
У него даже зажигалка есть. Храповик.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Вот он. Рычаг.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Ящик не чекается.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle. Ugh.
Как убрать эту зажигалку? Ой, ему плохо здесь. Здесь какой-то газ.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. Smells harmless, but should I beware of psychotropic effects?
А не, все нормально. Я думаю, надо валить. Бери лампу. Лампу бери, говорю, дурак.
It's coming. Smells harmless, but...
Что это, сука? А! Оккультизм.
Primitive. Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sары Hokings case?
Что они сказали? Ща, перекурите, ща я отвечу на звоночек. Так, я тут. Всем привет, всем здорово. Все, я здесь. Так.
Can't sleep.
Не спится. Я знаю, каково это. Да.
Is this one of Sары Hokингс' paintings?
О, 4 очка. Расследование. Надо, наверное, первым прокачать надо. Психология тоже. Возьми лампу. Что-то он не берет эту лампу.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins.
Опа!
Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pires. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Давайте объединимся.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
Ты кто? Лара Крофт?
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
А ты ничего. Присматривай за мной.
Mansion.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Да нам там ехать и ехать. Владислав, спасибо!
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Я думаю, особняк сгорел полностью во время пожара.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Это место превращается в руины.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
А вы хорошо знаете это место?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Почему сторож все еще здесь?
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Мне стоит беспокоиться о чем-то еще.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Не будем терять времени.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Да пошли
Why
вместе.
not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
А прицел вообще нужен здесь? Может его отрубить нахрен? Мне кажется, здесь прицел не нужен вообще. Что он просто очень жирный. Упитанный прицел какой-то. Опа.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
Alone in the dark. Один в темноте прям напоминает.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Кто-то сквернил одну из могил.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Какое-то странное место для последнего приюта.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't.
Скримеры? Я не знаю, будет это скримеру.
Said that he's devastated.
Я все
Let's
смотрел.
go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after.
Poor kid.
What kind of deranged
Poor kid.
would defile the sanctuary? Steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Свежие цветы
The
кто-то
old
носит.
caretaker must be very attached to her.
Ладно, пойдем, дядь, тут скучно. Хоть поорем мы немножко. Бери фонарь, пошли домой.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Че найдем? Главный вопрос. Тихо. Показался череп чей-то.
This entrance is still in use.
Опа!
Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
В лифту захотел?
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
Топорик у тебя хороший, дядь.
I'll show you how we have it out on dark water.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't.
Скример в Warface есть? Я даже не знал.
Barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
Ты привязан к Саре
You
Хокингс?
still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on then, just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this.
Ага! Блеск, сука, я тебе это... У тебя ключ отобрал.
Now.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Чё, войдем, не волнуйся.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Как его быстро уговорил ключ отдать.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Go! Свети, светило.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Что у нас тут?
What kind of meat is this?
Что это за мясо? Непонятное.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Чарльз Хокингс. Ёпт! Он похож из вампира. Он похож на мужика из игры «Вампир». Прям один в один прям. Я бы, конечно, сказал, что они все так стриглись, но...
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Я все расследовал, что ли?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Let's see if I can find something.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too
Ща расследуем. Ща дядя Саша все расследует.
They had a fight. Why?
Она ему, короче, я понял. Она ему хотела по хлебальнику лампы дать хотела, но что-то не получилось. Он ее выбил, наверное, из рук.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Погоди, а ты кто? О, винишко.
Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
А, ну да, он много пил, выпивал.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Лифта! Звенят колокола. Какая страшная картина. А, во.
Did someone escape the fire?
Кто-то смог убежать. Давай, счастливо, Сань.
This was a fight. Someone fell here.
А там кто-то загорелся. Опа.
And the boy.
So, detective, what do you make of it?
Это не несчастный случай.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
Супруги подрались.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Да, дядь, вот так вот все и бывает. Подрались на нервной почве, хату спалили и все. Оно, в принципе, так и бывает, по идее-то.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked. This door is locked.
Лампа как в амнезии. Амнезии forever.
It's quite a building, don't you think? Do you know that the Hawkins were among the wealthiest families on the island?
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
Моби Дик, да.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Что за картина?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Пойдем наверх.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Ёп, темно! Дядь, включи свет. Ты идешь? Или ты не пойдешь?
Locked.
Заперто.
The boys' room.
Комната мальчонки.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Тома Сойера? Ну да.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Ни хрена себе, она ему давала снотворное. Че, он сам не спал, что ли?
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
О, Слендера нарисовал.
Simon's troubles went beyond family problems.
Слендера видел.
Something terrified him.
Что-то его пугало. Так вопрос, что же его пугало? Что тебя пугало?
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates.
Барбитура?
Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Барбитураты, да.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller. That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent? Perfect.
Перфект. Оккультизм. Сатанисты, сука.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sara Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Was Sara Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? Bradley? Is that you?
Брэдли, где ты, сука?
Is anyone there?
Опа. Свой портрет нашел. Стой! Стоять, сука!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
А я наверх не могу теперь забраться? Я хотел ту комнату осмотреть. Не могу. Hey!
This door was closed earlier.
А, точно. Надо эту дверь осмотреть.
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure.
Он здесь, сука.
Let's search this room.
Ищи. Ищи его, ищи, суку. Еще найдем, мы ж детективы, епт. Мы ж бригада, епт.
It looks like an old seaway map. Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Походу этот шкаф как-то отодвигается.
This panel is movable.
Панель сдвигается. Опа!
They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. I'd be better off not touching them for the moment.
Так, а что там надо? Надо найти как механизм открыть.
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. Charles Hawkins, some kind of explorer. Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way.
Что же здесь? Ух ты, даже так можно. А ну говори!
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism. Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Опа.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Походи. Да, и не...
Doesn't work.
Дарквотер. Дарквотер. А в какой они там Америке находятся? В Южной Америке. Ой, Южная Америка, что я несу? Дарквотер. Надо найти, посмотреть, где Дарквотер находится. В какой стране.
I must have missed something.
Что это такое?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Но это не Darkwater. Darkwater, Массачусетс. Я его чуть... Барбитураты. Да. Что, пойдем в метро погоняем? Или это продолжим? Или продолжать хоррор? Или сделать стрим по метро? Сахара. Да, наверное, надо это. Что-то я просто... Уже мне спать охота от этого хоррора, сука. Да даже не хоррор. Я думаю, реально хоррор какой-то. А тут думай, сука, еще. Сахара. Пойти охота от вас. Я хочу чисто это, хоррор. Да, ну чё. Пойду я посмотрю свой народ. О, Дэмнет, здорово. Чё это, пойду я, наверное, сделаю стрим по метро на 8. Что-то мне не приходят мне эти сообщения опять с Гудгейма.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
А, во! А, нет, здесь на телефон не приходит. Ладно, сейчас я на 8 сделаю стрим по метро. Вот. Так что такие пироги. И спасибо, кто был на моем стриме. Да, всем пока. Да какой это шар? Это шар! Это шар! Чай пишет, это шар! Какой это нахер шар, блин, сука! Какой это шар? Это глобус, сука! Ладно. Все, ладно, сейчас я сделаю на 8 стрим по метро, закончим его. Ладно, всем счастливо. Это не мне по географии, это на Твиче написали, что это шар. Да это 2 мне, конечно, по географии. Ну ладно. На 8 стрим по метро приходите. Не прощаемся, а кто не придет, всем спасибо, всем пока. Все спасибо, все свободны.